Yes, I put this in my book, and you can find a blog out there about it as well. With the three secrets to the customers, it's just simply this. One, we want instant gratification as a customer. Two, we want to work with people that we like. And three, we'll expect that we'll get at least a double discount, and it'll be half as much as we expected at the end of each transaction.
Welcome to the Small Business Safari, where I help guide you to avoid those traps, pitfalls, and dangers that lurk when navigating the wild world of small business ownership. I'll share those gold nuggets of information and invite guests to help accelerate your ascent to that mountaintop of success. It's a jungle out there, and I want to help you traverse through the levels of owning your own business that can get you bogged down and distract you from hitting your own personal and professional goals. So strap in, adventure team, and let's take a ride through the safari and get you to the mountaintop.
Hey everybody, it's Chris again, and let's talk a little bit about to train or not to train. In this week's episode, Alan really just did a whole lot of interviewing me about what I've done to train here at the Trusted Toolbox and what I've done and developed the Home Service Institute out of it, because I really understood a lot about the training and putting the culture in place with my great technicians that do awesome work in houses. When you do this training, what the thing we found is you just don't train on customer service because it falls on deaf ears. If you train on customer service, you need to show them how it makes their life easier when they're home service technicians. And I think this applies to anybody in any business. Why is it so important to do great customer service? Because it makes your job easier. So we talk about one of the things, and pulling it back out, is share some secrets of your customers that the people need to know to help them do better when they're working with customers. So we talk about the three secrets of the customers. Yes, I put this in my book, and you can find a blog out there about it as well. With the three secrets of the customers, it's just simply this. One, we want instant gratification as a customer. Two, we want to work with people that we like. And three, we'll expect that we'll get at least a double discount, and it'll be half as much as we expected at the end of each transaction. So it has to happen today. I want to do it with somebody who likes me, and I want to pay a fair and reasonable amount. But what we're talking about with our technicians is if you set an expectation with the chronically uninformed public, you will be able to exceed the expectation. But if you don't set that expectation, it is hard to exceed it. We take those three secrets of the customers and translate that into training that helps our guys do better in the field and with customers than they would have on their own. This is an important point for all of our customers and our employees, because if you understand what your customers are thinking, because at the end of the day, we've all been customers of some service. And if you think about it, you wanted it right away. You wanted to do it with somebody who was smiling, and you expected to have a reasonable amount of transaction dollars be spent on it. That's what your customers want. So how do you line up to do that? Well, this is how we do it in home services. Because they're chronically uninformed, they're really not knowing what to expect. They also have a high anxiety level. We train our technicians around making sure that when you get there, you show up ready to work. You show up on time, you let them know when you're going to be there before you get there, and you get to work by giving them a plan first and then moving on and getting your work done. The second thing is, if this is not in your personality to smile while you're working, find a way to make at least a nice comment or put that smile in the middle of it. The last thing we need to do is show them how much the transaction is going to cost so they can digest it. And it can be done one of two ways. It can be, this is the amount, take it or leave it, or you can give them options. And if you give them option A and option B and allow them to pick and let them know that if they don't pick soon, they won't be able to get the transaction completed, that's where it goes. Now I'm going to transition and talk about the Home Service Institute. The HomeServiceInstitute.com has taken all these principles of training and developed it into a system that you can implement into your company. Give us a call at the Home Service Institute, or better yet, go online to the HomeServiceInstitute.com. It's an incredible system that with a very low cost, you can put into your company. And if you don't have the time to do it, which is what I'm hearing a lot from our business owners, we'll help you implement it. So let's go ahead and contact the HomeServiceInstitute.com, where those guys will be waiting to talk to you so we can bring that same level of passion. So now let's get back to just finishing up the comments. To train or not to train. As we finish, one of the things we need to understand about our own employees is that while we all have to sell ourselves, some of us are better at it than others. And helping these people with sales when they don't really want to be salespeople and you showing them why it's so important for them to have that great attitude, because it's going to help them set the expectation, exceed the expectation, and then put more money in their pocket to provide for their families. It's not always all about money. It's about pride in the work that we do. And we love talking about the pride at the end of the transaction because you get to show off what you've done. Don't you think that's true with every one of your employees? They want to be proud of what they did when they walked away. Now, some of you probably listen to this going, yeah, not my guys. They just want to go home, call it good, punch the clock. But if you really build your culture around being proud of what you do and the work you do, and you train for it, you'll start to see that you get a better, higher performing group. We've all probably heard of Maslow's hierarchy. And if we want to move up to a self-actualized team, putting this culture and training in place is critical for your company to go ahead and achieve those ultimate levels that you're all trying to get there. So make it a great day, Adventure Team, and keep rising up that mountain, and let's get to that level of success you're looking for.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Small Business Safari. Remember, your positive attitude will help you achieve that higher altitude you're looking for in the wild world of small business ownership. And until next time, make it a great day, Adventure Team.